Felicity from Get Your Rock Out here with Robin from the Ocean. How are you doing today?
Pretty good. A bit sleep deprived, but doing great.
I mean, you're just at the beginning of a tour, so being sleep deprived already is not necessarily a good
Especially
thing.
since we're on the sleeper bus, so that tells you something is wrong. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Yeah, we're only into this is day 4 into the tour, pretty much. So, yeah, but we've just got back 2 weeks ago from another tour, which was really long, almost 3 months. So we're all still we still have it in our bones, as we say in German, you know.
So not quite recovered from that one, and already starting another long tour, actually,
yes,
this
exactly.
one, isn't it?
Yeah. This is 33 shows in 33 days, so it's a pretty long haul. But then we're going to take a break for the rest of the year, and, the first two months of 2014 too. So, looking forward to that at one point.
Yeah. And when you say take a break, do you actually mean we're going to try and take a break, but then we're just going to start writing and talking about recording because we hate taking time off? Or
well, actually, kind of. Yeah, no, we're not going to start writing, but we do have 3 tracks recorded that were recorded in the same session as our last album session, basically, and we want to finish those tracks because we still have to record guitars and vocals and then release that as an EP, so that's probably what we're going to be doing in December and January. So it does, taking this time off doesn't mean taking it off entirely from music or from the life with this band, but at least from being on tour and being on a bus.
Yeah. But don't you find that when you get home that actually you get home and you're not sleeping on a bus and you can't sleep because it's not moving and it's too light?
Yeah, that does happen. That does happen. Yeah, I mean it's always a bit awkward when you get back and you sleep in your own bed, but usually that doesn't last very long, and it's very comfortable to have 1.40 meters of wide as opposed to 70 centimeters. So yeah.
Good stuff. And the EP, I mean, that sounds really exciting. I mean, how come you didn't decide to include those tracks in the last album?
They were never meant to be part of the album. The album was really written as one long piece of music, and those tracks were written one track slightly before and 2 tracks slightly after the album was written, but they were never part of the album context. But since they were written more or less in the same time frame, we just decided to record those tracks when we recorded drums because we had some extra time, and we were let's just do that and then see what we do with it later. But they were never meant to be on the album, so that was kind of planned like that from the beginning.
Fantastic. And do we have a tentative name for the EP yet?
No, we don't really know yet. It's 2 new songs and 1 cover song, and it's just really isolated random tracks, so it's not going to be a conceptual EP following the album concept or something like that. It's just going to be something completely different.
Fantastic. Yeah. And can you tell us what the covers are?
No, not yet, I'm sorry.
Can you give us any hints?
Yes, it's something you would not expect, that's for sure. It's not a rock band, it's not a metal band either. Okay. It's an electronic act that we're covering, and they're from Berlin.
Okay, so we can try and figure it out from that.
You can take guesses.
And it's actually, I mean, it's quite a sad day for you guys, because I mean, a couple of your band have announced actually they're going to be leaving after this tour. Mm-hmm. I mean, have you known that this was on the cards for a while, or has this come as quite a shock?
Yes, this has been we've known this since June this year already, so we had plenty of time to seek out replacements and look for alternatives. Yeah, it's always sad when you're getting divorced, and we have been married in this band for the past 5 or 6 years, pretty much spending more than half of the year on the road together. But at the same time, any divorce also opens up possibilities for something new, and we have already announced the replacement for Luke, the new drummer. It's going to be Paul Seidel, and I'm very, very excited about playing with this guy. And at first, when Luke announced that he was going to leave the band, I was very skeptical about finding another drummer who plays at the same level as him, and because he's really an awesome drummer and someone who has really kind of coined the sound of this band over the past 3 albums and personalized it with his own style, and so I was really skeptical about finding a replacement for him, but I'm very confident now that Paul is not only just an adequate replacement, but actually someone who will bring new things to the table, and I'm very excited about starting to play with him and to rehearse with him first. We've only had 3 rehearsals so far, but they were absolutely amazing just before going on this tour, so I'm very much looking forward to playing more with him and seeing how it develops and what he brings to the table for us.
I mean, is it quite difficult being on tour knowing that it's your last one together, or is it kind of giving you more of a feeling that actually this is quite special?
It is, like, at the moment it is a bit difficult because, well, it's just like, you know, we've just been on tour for 3 months, and now there's another tour, and it's like, for the people that stay in the band, it's exciting because this is our headlining tour. We see that more people are coming to the shows than on any previous tour so far, so, you know, you see that something's happening. However, at the same time, the two people that are leaving are not really sharing the excitement because they're leaving. So there's, of course, like some tension, and the scenario is not ideal, but we knew that before. And I think it's been going fairly smooth so far.
Okay, well, that's good. So no chances of you kind of cancelling it halfway through?
No, that's not going to happen.
Good,
no.
good. And of course we're here at Damnation Festival in Leeds, and the bill is here, as always, pretty exceptional. Are you going to manage to catch anybody else today?
Hopefully, yes. I really want to see Crippled Black Phoenix, who play right after us. That's one of my favorite bands. I'm really into them, so I'm very excited about seeing them live. I really want to see Cult of Luna again. We've just toured with them in April. They're also one of my favorite heavy contemporary music bands, so always a really good band to watch live. I would like to check out Catatonia, although I know we have to leave very early tonight because we're driving to Paris, which is quite far. I think bus call is like at 9:30 so far, but we're trying to stretch it because I would love to check out Carcass, obviously, and Catatonia. And then there's this band Dirge, who I believe I already missed. I think they played fairly early, but yeah. And yeah, I want to see Rosetta too. That's also another cool band. So yeah, this lineup is amazing. It's really reflecting my personal taste, at least what's happening on this the stage that we play on. That's like pretty much all the bands on that stage. I find really exciting. Wow. So it's
not often you can say that at
no,
festivals.
definitely, yeah.
I think it's got something special, and I think it's definitely kind of shows this place that, you know, just all the types of metal that they showcase here, they're just growing in popularity massively. And I think to all the people that say it's a dying art form, as it were, I think it proves that they're completely wrong.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, there's definitely a lot of cool things happening in this direction right now.
It's good to see. People are pouring in through the doors here as we speak. Yeah. That's perfectly timed. So yeah, kind of set list wise, this tour, how is it different from last tour? What are you throwing in there?
We're pretty much playing the whole new album in its entirety, from the beginning to the end. It's a concept album that is basically like a journey from the surface to the depths of the sea, so it only makes sense to play it like that. It wouldn't make sense to swap it around. Tonight we have to skip some parts because we only have like 45 minutes set time, and the album is 55 minutes, so we can play the entire album. We have to take out two parts of the middle section, but that should work out fine. Apart from that, we're playing the whole new album on this tour, and then we play like 2-3 old songs at the end of it. Yeah, this is the album tour. That's how it's been announced, and I don't want to do that always, but it's just like a special event, really, to play this album in its entirety, and that's what we want to do on this tour. Yeah.
And have you got any kind of tentative plans to tour with a new lineup? Are you thinking that by a certain date that you're going to be ready to do that? Or are you just not even thinking that far ahead yet?
Actually, we already have the first tour planned for March. Yeah, we're going to headline the US in March with a really cool package, and that's going to be the first tour with a new lineup. So we basically have like December and January to get ready, and then February to finalize, you know, everything, and then we're on the road again. So there's not going to be a break for the band. Yeah.
Great. So not that, you know, you're taking any time off to relax or anything, just straight back into it.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, we have December and January like off from touring, and like half of February too. So that's 2.5 months of being at home. And but yeah, it's not going to be like not doing anything for this band. We're going to rehearse still, and we're going to work on this EP. So, you know, it's like we'll be busy. Yeah.
Brilliant. Well, thank you so much for taking the time to have a chat today. It has been an absolute pleasure, and I hope that you actually managed to catch a couple of the bands that are on today. Yeah. So good luck with that, and we'll look forward to seeing you back here really soon.
All right. Thank you very much. Right on.